I would love to know, what are people that are not Muslim that maybe don't have a lot of Muslim people in their lives? What are they learning about Islam and about Muslims, about the community? And I think this is why a lot of people get really upset by the content that's out there, because they say, well, that's not all Muslims' experiences. That's not my Muslim experience. And instead of going out and creating their own media, they just sit there and criticize. But that's a whole other aspect of it.
There's so many complications to this, right? So, for example, can we say that we're connected to Lovecraft Country in the same way people may be connected to something that's made by somebody who happens to be Egyptian American but not Muslim or doesn't identify in that way, right? Like, can we claim both of those? The other thing is, like, what if people are acting and directing in something, but there's no explicit Muslim thing in it, like you said? Or what about when there's like a Muslim character in something? And that's interestingly done. So I'd love for people to talk a little bit about American Gods, for example, and like the Jinn character in that. There's others, and I should have probably come with a list that I've just been thinking about in this space. And like, what represents stuff that is acceptable? And the truth is, there's nothing that's acceptable, because then we're claiming that Muslims are a monolith and everybody's going to agree on something. So I think the problem with representation is that if it claims just that, the only way it works is if there's tons of people, right, in it. And I think it is important, but then you can also fall into this idea of exceptionalism, of tokenizing, of thinking that there's these individuals that are going to appeal to an entire diverse community, right? And I think we need to be careful of not falling into that, because a lot of criticism we may see with something that's so explicitly Muslim, like Rami and Miss Marvel, and those are just easy examples to use, is that then that criticism comes from, this isn't really what this, right? But is a Muslim artist, however they choose to identify their Muslimness, able to create something that they just want to create, even if it's completely fictitious, even if it's not their experience, right? Are they allowed to do that? And in which way? Because guess what? White men, at least, especially straight white men, are able to do that in any way they want.